Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing some African culture inspired nail designs. And as always, I'm going to start off by sizing and gluing down my nail tips. I do tend to prefer nail tips over using forms, even though that can be fun sometimes. I just feel like I don't have to think so much about the shape right on the spot. So I am going for a nice coffin shape. I've got my tips pre-cut, and I actually mixed up this powder on my own with a few different V Beauty Pure nude shades, but it's gorgeous. It turned out pretty good, right? I struggle to find a nice tone with acrylic since I've got so many different ethnicities in my my genetic pool or whatever. It's hard enough to pinpoint my skin tone for real, let alone in a base color to use for my nails. But I think I got this one really nice. For my application, I always start sort of middle of the nail barrel to the tip, the free edge. So that way you can build the thickness of your nail at that free edge before making your way down. Up till you get around the middle of your nail bed, where you're going to start making a slight slope towards the cuticle. And I will repeat this process on all of the nails until I am finished with my sculpting. I didn't leave many filing clips in just because I figured that was kind of boring content. Let me know if you do want like more structured angles and descriptions of these filing techniques, just comment down below about it. But once we have finished filing, we're going to go ahead and apply some base coat, since we are doing quite a bit of nail art today, quite a bit of line work and all that shit. So we're going to want, we don't want that gel polish to bleed into any file marks, you know what I mean? Okay, so for the base layer on this art project, we are gonna go in just with the bottle brush of a nice black polish, and it's not exactly Frenchies, we're just kind of blocking out I'd say a little less than half of the nail, and that's just, I don't know, I just kind of freestyled it when it came to the supporting or accenting nails, but I am putting that down on both my pinky and thumb with the black blocking. And now you can see me kind of laying out all the colors that I know that I'm going to use so far. This way I don't have to keep digging around and looking for bottles, opening and closing them. I can just have everything there and ready. Now using a medium length liner brush, I'm going to dip into this sort of mustardy sunflower yellow here and do a little more blocking on a smaller scale. I suppose another term could be patchworking, because we are just kind of going in with a bunch of different imitations of texture by separating the colors. I think that's a good way to explain it. The vibrant detail, The vibrant detail and techniques of African craft, clothing, and culture. While not to be reduced to a sole representation or gimmick, it is still a beautiful epitaph of celebration and communication. So we finished blocking out the sort of patch colors for the pinky and thumbnail and a bit for our pointer finger, but we're not quite done there yet. But I did want to go back in and put a second layer on these black sections here. And then we're going to dip into the white. And this just adds that pop of contrast that makes every color stand out a bit more. So with another pop of orange, we are done for now with those outside accent fingers, because I have another plan for them, some 3D stuff we're going to get into. But we're going to finish up here in terms of gel polish on the pointer finger. And I just wanted to kind of bring those color blocks down a bit more. And then we are going to carry that dividing line all the way to the free edge of the nail with some white gel polish. So I even went a step further here to kind of enforce that masculine look and imitated the silhouette of like a curly beard on the chin. Love it. And now we're going back in with some color and kind of blues and greens, something a little bit more stereotypical, but I just love the color matchup and the differentiation. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to see the finished product. But we are going on top and making a head wrap. Of course, very colorful, very detailed. We're about to hop into some lines and designs and get it all decorated as well. I was going back and forth quite a bit on how to design each piece of this without it just kind of looking like a sketchbook or a bunch of doodles, you know what I mean? But I think I achieved what I wanted in the end. It just took a little bit of brain power, I guess. I dipped into some yellow for the green portion here to keep that variation on the design work, as I felt it might come off too flat using the same color on each portion. So, as cool as these nails look so far, we are not quite finished. Of course, we can't leave out our middle finger, and what I'm doing here with the base is some white and a liner brush, of course, and I'm going in and creating some chain links. And in the middle of the nail, those chain links will be broken, and I will be putting little shards of broken chain around that centerpiece. Now using some more black polish on my liner brush to go ahead and outline the wrapping on my figure here, as well as the chain. If anyone can recommend a really good black gel polish, nice and opaque, that would be great for like nail art and stuff, please let me know. Because the one I'm using here, I didn't want it to come off too cartoonish and whatnot, or cartoonish at all for real. So while outlining it, I had to kind of dip into the gel polish sparingly, in which case I had to double layer, and I do kind of hate going back over outlines and whatnot. So if you have a good black polish, let me know. So now I'm filling in this blank space on the white polish by sort of sketching these sort of simplistic markings and whatnot, but when put together creates a really strong and impactful and beautiful imagery, in my opinion at least. But I just love the geometry, I suppose, the coming together of shapes. But yes, basically sketching a little bit of stuff into there. So if anyone has a better recommendation for something a little bit thicker in consistency that I could use for 3D art such as this, that would be great. Comment that down below. But I'm basically making this ring or cuff on the pinky and thumbnail, as you can see. And then for the pointer finger, I am gonna go along that dividing line, and that's why I didn't quite put that design, meet it to the middle of the nail, so that we could have enough space for this to create the symmetry. for an extra touch, I am also going to imitate a gold sort of chunky necklace around this collar line of our handsome gentleman here. And once I've done that with my, once I'm comfortable and happy with my 3D artwork, I'm gonna go over those structures with some black gel polish. You do want it to be opaque because I've got what I've got. I have to go over it twice, but it is what it is. And then we are going to have to strategically and very carefully top coat over those areas so that we can rub in some gold chrome. Typically, you should be able to wipe away the excess around the nail when it comes to using chrome powder, but unfortunately, the top coat or something, I don't know, the base coat on the nail, something made it stick around, so I had to go in with some alcohol. That can affect the design if, you're a bit too abrasive, but I did my best to be careful and gentle, and once we've cleaned up all of the excess chrome powder, I'm going in with some bling. These are meant to be, I think, like a champagne shade, but it's still blended in really nicely with the hue of that gold chrome powder. So alas, we have finished our design work on every single nail, and it is time to top off with some Beetle's Gel top coat. If you have any other top coats like that you'd recommend I should try, let me know about that too. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to update my arsenal and figured I could take some ideas from you guys. But yes, we are just gonna finish off here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me all the feedback. Let me know if I cut out too much of the good parts, or if it, the 2-3 times speed, the quickness is too much, maybe it takes away from the magic of it. I don't know. Anything that you think would improve the watchability of these videos, do comment that down below, and also comment what you think about this set. Would you wear it? Even if you wouldn't wear it, do you love it? Is it giving? I think it's giving. Oh my gosh, the reveal. The reveal. Stop it, stop. And y'all can see my other hand now too with the lady. It's awesome. I really enjoyed doing these nails. It took me forever, like months upon months, to finish editing this, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.